December 24, 2025. As families gather, tension simmers along the world's longest undefended border, not over trade, but water. The Columbia River Treaty, once a symbol of cooperation, is now a source of conflict. Talks to modernize the 60-year-old agreement have stalled. The reason? Water's value has changed. What was once abundant is now liquid gold. Wildfires, fueled by drought, rage across the American West, visible even from space. Entire communities have vanished, and the U.S. faces a terrifying reality. The water is running out. American leaders and citizens are looking north, eyeing Canada's vast lakes and rivers. The Columbia River, flowing from the Canadian Rockies, powers cities and irrigates millions of acres. The original treaty focused on flood control and power, but now it's about survival and fair water distribution. Canada argues the environmental costs and true value of water have never been properly recognized. The U.S., desperate for water, pushes for continued access. This impasse is a microcosm of a larger continental struggle. The crisis is now, not in the future. The pause in negotiations is more than bureaucracy. It's a line drawn at the water's edge. For Canada, it's a moment to reassert control over a vital resource. For the U.S., it's a glimpse into a future where the taps could run dry. Wildfires are a smoky reminder of the stakes. The heat is rising, literally and diplomatically. The battle for North America's last drop of water has begun. The outcome is anything but certain. The world is watching. The question, who controls the flow and at what cost? The answer will shape the continent's future. The American West was built on the promise of endless water. That promise is broken. States like Arizona, Nevada, and California face a historic water crisis. The Colorado River, lifeblood for 40 million people, is shrinking. Reservoirs like Lake Mead are at record lows. Bathtub rings on canyon walls mark the loss. This isn't about lawns, it's about survival. Agriculture, using 80% of the water, is in peril. Fields are left fallow, threatening food supplies. Cities impose drastic restrictions. Las Vegas bans non-functional turf. Los Angeles recycles wastewater. These are stopgaps, not solutions. Demand far outstrips supply. Conservation efforts can't keep up with climate change and population growth. The megadrought is the worst in 1,000 years. Snowpack melts too early, leaving rivers dry in summer. The system is collapsing. Engineering marvels like Hoover Dam can't create water. Desperation drives the American gaze north. Tapping Canada's water is moving from fringe idea to mainstream debate. For many, the border is just an obstacle to survival. The thirst of 40 million people is a powerful force. The crisis is pushing America to seek new solutions, no matter how controversial. The question is no longer if, but how. The idea of moving Canadian water south isn't new, but former President Trump made it mainstream. He argued, "America has a problem. Canada has a solution. Why not make a deal?" To many Americans, it sounded practical. If we can build pipelines for oil, why not water? Proposals envision massive pipelines carrying Canadian water to the arid Southwest. Supporters see a win-win. Canada profits, America survives. But in Canada, Trump's proposal was a threat, not a business deal. Canadians see water as a national treasure, not a commodity. The idea ignited fierce opposition and revived old fears of American takeover. What some Americans see as logical, Canadians see as a violation. The debate isn't just about engineering, it's about identity and sovereignty. The proposal wasn't a friendly offer, it was a warning shot. The lines are drawn. To understand Canada's opposition, you must understand its identity. Canada is defined by water. Its lakes, rivers, and snowy landscapes are woven into its culture. Water is more than a resource. it's a symbol of nationhood. Indigenous peoples have revered water for millennia. The fur trade, the nation's first economy, followed its rivers. Canadians see water as a sacred trust, not a commodity. The idea of exporting water strikes at the heart of national identity. The fear. Once the tap is turned on, it can never be turned off. Selling water would transform it from a shared inheritance into a product. Canadians worry about unstoppable U.S. demand draining their lakes and rivers. This fear unites Canadians across the political spectrum. The government has consistently rejected bulk water exports. Much of Canada's water is frozen or vital to its own ecosystems. The message to America: our water is not for sale. The answer is a firm, unwavering no. At the heart of the dispute is a philosophical divide. In Canada, water is a public trust, a shared inheritance, protected for future generations. It's not a commodity to be bought and sold. Canadian law and policy ban bulk water removal. Polls show overwhelming opposition to exports. Canadians see selling water as a betrayal of their duty to the environment and future citizens. In the U.S., water is often treated as property, a resource to be managed, bought, and sold. The American approach is utilitarian. Water is an input for agriculture and industry. This clash of values is the real conflict. Americans see a logistical problem. Canadians see a threat to sovereignty and heritage. The two sides are talking past each other. It's not just a resource dispute, it's a collision of worldviews. The gap is wide and growing. For Americans, the debate is about survival, not philosophy. Farmers in California's Central Valley watch their wells run dry and fields turn to dust. Canada's water looks like a lifeline. The refusal to share feels selfish to many Americans. Ambitious proposals for a continental water grid are gaining traction. If we can move oil, why not water? Proponents argue it's a matter of mutual benefit and continental security. A stable water supply for the West supports both economies. Canada could profit, America could survive. But there's no plan B. Conservation, desalination, and recycling aren't enough. As droughts worsen, desperation grows. The fear without new water, parts of the Southwest could become uninhabitable. In crisis, diplomacy and sovereignty can seem like luxuries. For Canada, the water debate is about control and independence. Water is the last great resource Canada truly owns. The fear: once water is sold, trade agreements could force Canada to keep selling. A single sale could set a precedent, opening the floodgates. Environmental concerns run deep. Diverting water could devastate ecosystems. Canadians see the damage to U.S. rivers and refuse to repeat it. The nightmare Canada as a resource colony, supplying America at its own expense. Protecting water is a stand for sovereignty. The answer to American proposals isn't just no, it's never. Some things are not for sale. The water conflict exposes a deep divide between Canada and the U.S. America sees water as a resource to be managed and shared for survival. Canada sees it as a sacred trust and symbol of sovereignty. The stakes are high: national identity, environmental ethics, and the future of two nations. This is a preview of global water conflicts to come. Will North America find cooperation or descend into conflict? The answer will shape not just these countries, but a thirsty world. The path forward demands more than treaties or pipelines. It requires rethinking our relationship with water. The story isn't just about H2O. It's about who we are and who we want to be. The future of the continent and the planet hangs in the balance.